Hello everyone, this is Red Racer. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to my very first gaming video. And to start things off, I want to talk about video game consoles that I have owned. And I would like to explain my own personal experience in evolving from the Nintendo Entertainment System to PC gaming. Please feel free to imagine Morgan Freeman's voice instead of mine if my voice is unappealing to you. Let's get started. I was born in 1984, which means I didn't have access to anything prior to the NES. My parents bought it for me when I was 6, and I loved it. It was awesome. But by then, the Super NES had come out. As a little kid, my mind was blown. I couldn't wait to get the Super NES. I got Street Fighter 2, Mario Kart, Super Mario World, and many other games I fell in love with. The only negative thing about getting the Super NES was that my parents gave my NES away. Lame. And then I hit middle school, where everybody I knew was divided up into two camps, PlayStation and Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, the PlayStation had great games on it, but my loyalty to Nintendo was unflinching and I refused to get the PlayStation. I remember playing GoldenEye, Mario Kart 64, which introduced Halos and much better graphics. I was addicted to StarCraft 64, and I greatly enjoyed Shadows of the Empire. Again, the only negative thing about getting the N64 was that my parents gave my Super NES away. Double lame. Despite losing my previous consoles, I still greatly enjoyed my new N64 games. A couple of my friends tried to get me to switch to PlayStation and even got me to try the PlayStation at their house. I felt dirty, like if I had betrayed an old friend. But it was okay, because the horrendously slow loading time for PlayStation made me play my N64 with even more gusto. Side note, I remember connecting my mini disc player to one of my TV audio inputs and one of my N64's audio output cables to the TV, and basically had my own music with my games. It's basically what consoles have now, but without the internet to stream. Awesomeness. And then I got to high school, and I got the Nintendo GameCube for Christmas. At this point, I didn't know anybody else who had gotten that. Everybody else got the Xbox or the PlayStation 2. I bought so many great games for this console that my last high school year and community college years were well spent. Resident Evil games were exclusive, and this alone made the console well worth the money. Mario Kart Double Dash, in my opinion, was the best Mario Kart up until then. The only negative thing about getting the GameCube was that my parents gave my N64 away. Triple lame. But they said the GameCube would be the last console they would get me. I said fine. But I also said I would get to keep it forever. They kept their word, and I still have my GameCube. I will be posting another video about just my GameCube and my games for that system. Stay tuned. To continue. Right before I got my GameCube, I got my first computer, the iMac. With less than 0.5 GHz and around 256 megabytes of RAM, I was only able to do schoolwork and play chess on Yahoo. And so after community college, I moved to my university with my iMac in hand, where I majored in engineering. I moved in 2005, this meant no time for gaming. Once I got to my university's campus, all gaming stopped, all sleeping stopped. On the bright side, my only serious girlfriend in college was into gaming, and so we played Double Dash and even got old Nintendo emulators on our laptop. But we rarely play video games, maybe once a month. With a 7-year-old console and a slow computer, and no time, I had to get my gaming fix in somehow. And that's when I discovered Civilization 3 for iMac. The turn-based strategy play was perfect for me. I could do homework and take care of my turn and go back to homework without losing my place or dying. And since I had such an old computer which could barely run the game, the time in between turns was a great hurry-up timer for my math and engineering problems. I only had time to play during summer, winter and spring breaks while in college. But by 2007 and later, I had mastered all of my GameCube games and didn't have another console. But I did get a MacBook that same year. I had Halo for my Mac and Civilization 4. For reasons I will maybe cover in another video, I didn't graduate until 2011. With the crack economy, finding a job in the field proved tough, and so I would always be online looking for work. With my new smartphone in hand, I got into mobile gaming. In 2013, I got a job and moved out. Finally, my GF bought me an Xbox 360 as a gift, a reward for getting a job. I had heard great things about the Xbox 360 and got a couple of games, but I really didn't get into it. For reasons I will maybe cover in another video, I got back into gaming last year. And no, me and her didn't break up. But pretty much all the games I tried to play needed a patch or a large update. And then I heard the current generation consoles need to have the entire games installed on their hard drives. What? So basically, the simplicity of a console was no more. And I still had to pay to play online. That's why I love my older Nintendo consoles. Complete games were released, and the hardware didn't need its software updated. And so consoles are no longer branded simple to use. I have to update them just like a computer. I have to install the game just like a computer. And now, a computer's graphical abilities completely surpass a console's graphical abilities. Before, at least the console was just dedicated for gaming, so it would do that one task really well. And so I started looking for a gaming PC. My coworker said to build one. I had never done that. I have repaired and replaced parts in several computers, but never built one from scratch. I was considering it, but then I saw the entry-level first-generation Alienware Alpha on sale for $200 at Walmart, and so I bought it. I plan on upgrading everything, except the graphics chip, obviously, and then maybe in 2 years get a high-level gaming PC. It works great, and the price was a steal. A custom-built PC with the same hardware, or close to it, would have cost almost twice that, and it wouldn't have come in such an elegant and small form factor. So that's it. That's my own personal experience from console gaming to handheld to computer gaming. What's your story? Do you feel like you experienced the same things as I did? Or the complete opposite? What consoles have you bought? Do you still own your old consoles? Please let me know in the comment section and feel free to ask questions about this topic. Thank you for watching my video, and please feel free to request topics for me to talk about on the following videos. This is Red Racer signing off. I'll catch you on my next video. Take care.
Hey, your Titan's good to go. Call it when ready.